How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. My name is Troy, and here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. Somebody sent me some information yesterday, and I wanted to check it out and make sure it was true. So that's why I didn't make a video yesterday. And from what I could find out, this is absolutely true. An official at the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, has confirmed that owners of 3D printers are on a watch list. A Department of Homeland Security senior official has confirmed that people owning 3D printers and also people that are purchasing 3D printer supplies are being monitored. And for a long time now, people thought that's exactly what is happening. And now it's confirmed it is. DHS is systematically tracking purchases related to 3D printing. This includes monitoring the sales made through major online sites like Amazon, PayPal, and eBay. They say they're basically tracking internet purchases, and they even get a list every other month that has the names of people who are purchasing components that could possibly make an evil ghost gun. As I've mentioned numerous times in videos that I've made, for hundreds of years in this country, people have been making homemade firearms legally in this country. And it's legal to do so, except in certain states, which have made it illegal. And of course the big concern is people making what they call ghost guns, which are homemade firearms. And of course their concern is they don't have serial numbers, which makes it harder for them to track. But if somebody is building them for their own use, they don't have to have a serial number on them. And that means the government has no business tracking the sale of 3D printers and accessories. The DHS says they're monitoring purchase patterns so they can identify potential illegal activities. So like I said, the law-abiding hobbyists that use 3D printers for lawful purposes, like making homemade firearms for themselves and not selling them to others, or making 3D printed things for around the house, or for a business that they own, but yet they could be under surveillance right now. And this raises huge privacy concerns. The DHS is relying on major retailers to supply them with these lists. And like I mentioned before, Amazon and eBay could be actively providing information to the Department of Homeland Security on customer purchases. And the only way any company should be providing information like that to the government is if they have a search warrant. And Congress needs to look into this as soon as possible. And they need to put a stop to it as soon as possible. Remember when our government said that there is no list of people that purchase firearms in this country. And then we find out the records of gun shops that have gone out of business and have been sent back to our government for storage, that we find out that they've been digitizing it. And at that time, it was close to 1 billion transactions. And now we're finding out that people who purchase 3D printers and supplies for 3D printers are being put on watch lists just because a few people are doing bad things with them. What other purchases are they monitoring? The lack of transparency on this and how widespread that it is should really piss off a lot of people, even if you don't own a 3D printer. And there should be significant public backlash. This is an overreach of government power. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a violation of privacy rights. And not only privacy rights, but civil liberties. Is there any personal freedom left in the United States? There needs to be significant changes made to protect the privacy of law-abiding citizens. The only advice that I could give to people who want to purchase their first 3D printer and supplies is don't do it online. Do an in-store purchase and use cash. Most people that are purchasing 3D printers and supplies are not the criminals the government is looking for. And the same thing with firearms. But Biden and his upside-down government think the law-abiding citizens are the bad guys. And we're not. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about today's video in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, or if you just wanted to help the channel out and help it to continue to grow, if you would please just take a few seconds of your time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications, I really would appreciate it. And I invite you to come back and watch my next video.